Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the Girly Hour,
where we solve the world's problems from our couch.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Shannon.
And today we're going to be solving Valentine's Day.
Yay!
It is February 13th that, of course, you're listening to this on. And tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so
we want to talk about it.
That's it.
Yeah. I love it.
But
we're also not solving it from the couch again. We are in my bedroom yet again.
Yeah. From Shannon's bed.
Yeah. And we're trying to film again. So go watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Please.
And naturally, we want to talk about other stuff first before we get into the topic.
Of course.
Our lives are so interesting and we just have things to say. We have opinions.
Our lives are so interesting, Emma. You're right.
Yeah, they are. You go first.
Put me on the spot. Oh my god, did we write down anything? Oh, actually, no, I do have something to say. I have feedback to discuss. One of our listeners got a walking pad.
I love that.
Yay.
Did they get the same one as you?
No, mine, it's Amazon, so, they go out of stock all the time.
Okay, gotcha.
But same vibe.
Okay.
Same.
Well, maybe they could send me the link because, again, I'm going to be in need of one shortly.
True.
So.
I would also like to note, one person that I know for sure booked a color consult, and then we have a few others that are trying to book as well.
Yes.
And a friend used AI.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so lots of girls have been really interested in the color analysis. So.
It's so interesting.
Go us.
Yes. I'm so happy you guys are doing this because, again, it changed my life. What else can I say?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then the other one I wanted to point out is my girlfriend. She had to get sunglasses. She's going on a family trip. And she's a busy girl. She's got a kid. She's got a job. And she was like, she'd been putting off getting sunglasses because it takes so long, right?
Sunglasses are challenging.
Yes. But after listening to our color analysis episode, she figured out what her colors were. And she was like, she was like, I was in and out in 20 minutes. I went in with a plan. I knew what I was looking for, what color. And I just went in, found them, and got them.
Amazing.
So it saves time.
It saves time.
We might not be saving lives, but we are saving time.
And tears.
Yeah. So that's been a lot of the feedback from people. Is there anything that I haven't mentioned feedback wise?
I don't think so. I mean, guys, just keep coming at us with your thoughts and if you have something that you want to be solved,
let us solve it for you.
Let us solve it for you. DM us.
Yeah.
We'll hop in the bed and we'll get her done.
Not for long because I'm leaving.
I know.
Sorry, there was more. The ick episode. We got so many people saying how their husbands leave cupboard doors open. I think we mentioned that in the last episode, but I wanted to point that out.
The messages are still coming in.
Yes. And then baths. I think, so we did a poll, and 71% said they love baths.
Crazy.
Right? I believe that stat. But then we had a few more people reach out, and they're like, I hate baths. I never. So I feel like it's probably more 50-50.
And I'm glad to know that I'm not alone, because everybody I talk to, they're like, you're crazy. And I'm like, but I'm literally not.
I'm not. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So.
Something that I want to talk about is... Obviously, we all know that a lot of things are going on between Canada and the U.S.
Yes.
Okay. Things are quite above our pay grade to discuss and our knowledge level, I would say.
Yes.
But on that note, shrinkflation.
Oh my gosh.
Emma I'm sorry. I have to.
She's been talking about shrinkflation forever. It gets her riled up.
Yeah. Okay, this goes way back, guys. So this all actually started in COVID, right? Because we know that all of the grocery prices have increased and it's absolutely bonkers. We know that certain grocery stores, Zehrs, I will name names, have taken exponentially more profits than other stores during this time, and they're just sucking us dry. Yeah. And it's so disappointing. Anyway, so when we lived in our old town, that's kind of where I was shopping at Zehrs. And I was like, you know what? This product freaking sucks. It's not good. And I hate that you are gouging us. You are making it hard for the average people.
It's not just them, though. Oreos, the products themselves. Oreos are smaller.
Yes.
They have less icing.
Yes. But, so, it initially started, though, with me boycotting them.
Boycotting who?
Zehrs.
Okay.
Because of their profit margins.
Yes.
Anyway, so now we live in a different area, and the Zehrs is attached to the gym that I go to, so...
The boycott is over.
The boycott's over. The boycott's over. Anyway, so, back to the whole point of this.
Yes.
Which is shrinkflation.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I'm at the store, and I am looking in the vegetable aisle, right?
Okay.
And so I'm getting stuff to make my food for the week, whatever, and I go to look at cherry tomatoes. By the way, cherry tomatoes are way better than grape tomatoes. I will die on this hill.
You buy grape tomatoes.
I do, only when the cherry ones are A, unavailable, or B, way too expensive.
Grape tomatoes are where it's at, but okay.
Literally no.
Okay.
So, I go to pick up, you know those big tubs of cherry tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
They have like the plastic seal on top. I pick it up. This thing is half the depth.
The container's smaller.
The container is smaller, but they trick you because the circumference around the top part is the same size. So you're looking at it from above because they put them down there. Mm-hmm. You're looking at it from above and it looks the same and you're like, great. Oh, it's the same price. It's still crazy expensive. Price. It's like what, like $7-8 for this?
For one.
But wait, quart. It's half the quantity.
Wow.
I can't get over it.
Did you lose it in the grocery store?
I lost it in the grocery store.
Galen Weston?
Security had to be called. I'm kidding. But I lost it in my mind. I was fuming. I bought it anyway because I needed the cherry tomatoes. But
wait, were the grape tomatoes cheaper?
Grape tomatoes are gross. The G is for gross. No, it's all the same price and they're all gouging us. Yeah. And it's literally half.
Yeah.
If you go in any, like, what are we doing for measurements? A recipe will say, you need this much cream cheese. Well, guess what? The cream cheese is smaller. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you about a day at work that I had?
Yes.
Okay. Guys.
Is this a shrinkflation story?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm still on it. I'm not getting over it. Yeah. We actually might switch this from Valentine's Day to shrinkflation. I don't know. You'll find out.
Screw Valentine's Day.
So, I'm at work one night, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood for a Diet Coke. And I didn't bring one.
Diet Cokes.
So I've started drinking Diet Coke because I need kind of a sweet treat. The bubblies aren't cutting it, but I buy the non-caffeinated one. So if you go into the store and you don't want the caffeine, there's like a gold box, and that's the non-caffeinated. So it's great. You can drink it at any time. And I don't know if I've discussed this yet, but I'm on like a lower my caffeine journey. Mm-hmm. And so that helps it. Anyway, I didn't have that available, and they don't sell these in, like, single bottles.
Right.
Okay. So, we go to the store. It's, like, a convenience store that we go to. They have everything there. And I go up to the refrigerator thing, and it has all the Cokes, mm-hmm. right? And so I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this looks small. Like, where's the normal one? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking around. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is the normal, because it's this or, like, the 1 liter.
Oh, right.
And it's teeny tiny.
Uh-oh.
So I look at the milliliters on it, and it's, like, the same price. I don't remember the price, but it's the same price as a normal Coke.
Okay.
Like, however many dollars you're spending. Let's say it was, like, $7. Like, it was maybe not that expensive, but let's call it $7. Whatever. Okay. $7 for a Coke. And so I pick up the bottle. It's 500 milliliters. I was like, this is wrong.
Aren't they $7.50?
No, not $7.50. Oh. But they're usually $5.91.
$5.91.
Okay, guys, listen.
God.
So I pick up this itty bitty bottle. I have itty bitty hands, and it's tiny in my hand.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what is this baby nonsense? What is going on?
This adult needs an adult drink.
Yes. Okay, so then I look next door. Pepsi is next door, and by next door I mean beside it in the refrigerator.
Right.
So I look at the Pepsi bottle, and it looks normal. And I pick it up, and it's $5.91 for the same price.
Are you boycotting Coke now?
I'm not sure. Well, I have non-caffeinated Cokes downstairs.
Okay.
But I look next door and I see this, and I'm like, what in the world is going on here?
And was it like the $7? Like
the same price? And I'm like, people have told me. So again, I'm freshly on this Diet Coke journey because mm-hmm. I just need something sweet. So I don't really know the difference between Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi. I just know that the Diet Coke comes in the non-caffeinated because my mom mm-hmm. bought that growing up.
Right.
For the lack of caffeine. So I'm like, I'm at a standstill here. I'm between a rock and a hard place. What do I do?
Right.
What do I do? It was a tough choice. Anyway, I chose the Pepsi because what am I going to do paying the same amount? I want those 91 milliliters. It actually makes, okay, I'm not kidding. It makes such a big difference. And I'm starting to sweat. I will die on this hill. I would rather just pay, well, how are they charging the same? But I'd rather pay maybe a little bit more and get the same amount. What are we doing? Giving people baby-sized amounts of things. Right. And then you have to buy, what, 2? Again, if we're talking about a recipe, now you have to buy 1.5. Like, what?
Also, doesn't it cost them more because they then have to make new containers?
Right.
Like, smaller containers? Like, wouldn't that be a cost that they have to
I think
incur?
It would be.
So just you're saying charge us more for the same product.
Charge a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah. At least I know I'm, like, but then you're charging the same price and it's less. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that night I had a Diet Pepsi and it was gross. But
was it that awful?
It was gross. I actually don't even really enjoy Coke that much. I just want like the sweetness to cover that craving. But yeah, the Pepsi was not great, and I'm just forever pissed off. Like, the shrinkflation is literally killing me. The spaghetti jars. The jars of pasta sauce?
Yes.
What are we doing?
I've noticed that.
They're so small. What else did I notice recently? There was something that I noticed recently. It's like the same width, but it's just thinner. So you're looking at it in the store on the
shelf.
On the shelf. And you're like, oh, it looks the same. You pick it up and I'm like, why is my hand going around the whole thing?
Yeah, you're like, am I Alice in Wonderland? Did I just eat the treat that made me larger?
That's literally
and everything else is smaller? What is going on?
I can't talk about it enough because it
you get to a point where you can't talk about it though.
Yeah. It makes me so angry when I think about it.
Yeah.
And there's just like, tell me about the quality sweets.
Oh, yes, I did bring
There's
this
a TikTok.
up to you. Yes.
Tell everybody.
Everyone probably saw it. It was a reel or a TikTok. So this family had been tracking how many quality sweets were in those like tins at Christmas.
We all know those gross candies. We love them though.
Yeah. I don't, but okay.
Oh, okay. Same.
But anyways, I don't know the exact numbers. Literally, if you Google it, you'll see it. But say it was like 150 in like I think they went back to like 2016 or something. And then they like slowly started decreasing over the years.
I think it started at like 208 or something.
Okay.
Didn't it?
I don't know. But I'm just saying, let's say it was like 160 and then it like was coming down and now there's like 35 or something ridiculous. The numbers, don't quote me on them, but yeah, it was a big difference from like 2016 Quality Street and current day Quality Street.
But is the tin the same size?
Yes.
I can't stand that.
So it's just like less full.
Just rattling around.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, when I fill a plate with dinner, I'd rather eat off a small plate and have a full plate of food. Mentally, I like that more.
Are you more full after eating a bigger, like a small plate, more food look?
I think so, because if I have a big plate, you know, at like fancy places where they give you like a huge plate and like this little itty bitty, I'm like, that's 3 bites.
Right.
Yeah. So like mentally I'm more satiated when things are like, they appear fuller.
Yeah.
Right? So if I have like a tin, maybe a smaller tin, but full of candies, I think I'd be more like, yeah. So, not being like I'm gypped, like you know how people say like the chip bag is half full.
Right.
Right? Getting more and more air.
Yes.
I don't want that nonsense.
I do hate that. Chips is a shrinkflation thing too.
Guys, shrinkflation. Tell us your stories. Emma will
I'll
go nuts about it. I will get so angry.
You enjoy listening to her rage about shrinkflation. Buckle up for the next episodes because I think this will be a common thing.
I talk about it all the time. Literally every time I go to the grocery store or even just think about it.
I worry with the tariffs if shrinkflation is going to get even crazier. And how you're going to handle it.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to have to go grocery shopping for you.
Yeah.
I did, a shrinkflation thing right before we head on to the other topic. I grabbed a bag of carrots the other day at the store, and I wasn't thinking, it was just like a bag of carrots. It always been a bag of carrots. I got home, and I don't think I told you this. I opened up the bag of carrots, and there was 2 carrots in it.
Oh my god!
I didn't even, like, look.
What is the point?
And when after a while I looked at it, I'm like, oh, the bag is smaller than it usually is. And it obviously is lighter. But 2 carats.
What are you going to do with that?
If I wanted to buy 2 carats, I'd buy them loose. Like, you know when you can buy them loose? I want a bag, like a hefty bag of carrots. That was my fault. I shouldn't have.
Oh my god. Or, guys, okay, sorry, just one more thing. You know how you can buy, obviously, chicken breasts, like the boneless, skinless? Mm-hmm. Okay, so in some of these packs, whoever is chopping these titties up and putting them in there for you, mm-hmm. they are taking away the, what's the tender part? The tender.
Okay.
The tender part. You know that part that has the flappy with the little string in it that you take out?
Yeah.
That's the tender part.
Okay.
And they are cutting those off.
Why?
Probably to save money. They sell those separately, and they make them more expensive because they are more tender.
Well, there is that whole ordeal with them saying that they're, like, people are buying their meat and then weighing it themselves, and it's, like, significantly less than what it's saying that it's weighing.
Because they pump it with water.
Yeah. Or they're just lying on the labels.
Lying as well, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe they're including the weight of the packaging.
Yeah. Anyways, on to better news.
And one more. Sorry. Okay, one more. Okay, so I buy this almond milk. It's great it's like the bistro kind. It's in the natural section. It's really good for coffees, and there's like only a few ingredients in it. So it's like...
Is it almond milk or oat?
I buy the almond milk. You can buy it in oat as well.
Yeah.
And this... I don't know if it just like caught steam and it's gotten really popular. So it was pretty expensive. It was like $6.99. It has gone up to $12.99.
Oh my god.
See, now I'm like, would I rather pay the same price and have a smaller thing? I don't know. But that's crazy. That's double the price practically.
That's wild.
Yeah. And so we were I forget where we were, somewhere that was not where we live. And I saw it somewhere else, and guess what? It was back to $6.99 wherever we were.
Weird.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's just like an around here thing because people love health. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Healthy is like, it's like popular.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, I promise that's it.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Anyway, but guys, please share with me as well. Like, tell me your...
She loves it.
Shrinkflation stories and we can bond.
Yeah. Okay, well, Emma and I are catching up on Love Island. Love Island UK, whatchamacallit, like the one where people come back. What's it called?
The one where people come back.
Well, it's people from other seasons.
Oh, All Stars.
All Stars. That's it.
Yes. But we've never seen the UK one, so we don't know anybody.
No, we don't know anyone.
Which is great.
Yeah. But we were watching it the other day, and we thought it would be kind of, and I think we keep coming back to it, is like, they're older people. They're like, some of them are in their 30s. Yeah. And so we were like, oh, this might actually be like, okay to watch. Like an easy watch.
Yeah, they might be like mature. Absolutely not.
Okay, I want to talk about Alma. Do you remember? Yes. Okay, so we were watching the episode where Alma, they're still only like a few, days into being at the house, and they're in their first matchup, which they were matched up by the UK, apparently, probably by the producers.
We know that's definitely fake.
Because they matched up a woman with a guy that was her ex, and he was awful to her. So
and he cheated on her and stuff.
Why would the UK vote for that?
Yeah.
Anyways, so Alma is matched up with this guy, Ronnie. And Ronnie, I guess we won't discuss what Ronnie looks like, but
he's not our choice. And like with all of these shows, we've noticed it's always really beautiful women. Yes.
And then the men are kind of like, eh.
Yeah, the women are always hot, and the men are like,
meh. So, anyways, so she's matched up with Ronnie. She kisses Ronnie, and then like 5 minutes later, her friend comes up to her, Kaz, and is like, hey, can I talk to Ronnie or whatever?
And by her friend...
This is like a friend outside.
Yeah, like they've been friends.
They're not friends just in the past 2 days. So there's some history there. And so Alma goes, yeah, sure, like, go ahead and talk to him. Well, Kaz takes him into the secret garden, which is like, no one can see what you're doing in there. So it's kind of like Bad News Bears to be going in there anyways. Like, you're going in there with
people are going to watch you go in and be like,
what are they doing? Yeah. And they'll have questions when you come out. Anyways, so Kaz takes him in there, and they make out. And then Alma finds out about this. I think Kaz goes and tells her. And so then Alma is obviously upset. Maybe a little more upset than she should be. Because it's day 2.
She had talked to him and he didn't mention it.
Yes.
Which is not okay.
Stupid. So anyways, this is where we had to like pause it and discuss, because we were like, what the heck? So he gets caught up in this and gets, you know, and he's like, oh, sorry, like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have kissed her. And what he does is he says, I'm going to give you your space. What? He says this to Alma.
She didn't ask for space.
She didn't ask for space. He didn't ask her if that's what she wanted. And he was like, I'm going to give you space. And then ignores her the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Which, like, she wants validation and, like, support from him, not to be ignored.
Yeah.
Like, as if her emotions mean nothing. And then, when it comes to bedtime, I don't know if people haven't watched this, they have to sleep in the same bed as their partner.
Yeah.
And so it comes to bedtime, and he goes up to her, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to sleep outside for you. Like, as if he's doing it for her. Again, takes the decision away from her.
Yes.
And dips outside.
Like, how about asking, what would you like?
Right.
I want to respect you.
What, do you want me to sleep out on the thing, or can I sleep with you? And then she makes the decision. Like, she maybe wanted him to come prove his loyalty to her, sleep with her in front of Kaz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not sleep with her, but like sleep in her bed.
Yeah, maybe give me some cuddles because I'm feeling shitty.
Yeah, but instead she goes to bed thinking, oh, like, is he doing that to protect Kaz and like to, you know, keep things open with Kaz?
Yeah.
Anyways, I was like, these are 30-year-old men. And they're still fucking up.
Yes.
It was so frustrating to watch. 20-year-old guys, get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're stupid. They don't understand. But this man's like older. He's had other relationships. And like this is your go-to. You're like, I'm just going to ignore you. I'm just going to avoid. Well, you love avoiding, but.
Well, but not a knife type of situation. Like when it comes to that stuff, I'm like, no, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, it's brutal.
We like have to pause it. Like, often throughout the episode to be like, what the heck?
We actually discussed filming ourselves,
watching the show
it and commenting.
Yeah, that and Love Is Blind, because we have a lot to say about those.
We have a lot to say in general.
Oh my god.
I hope you're all still listening.
Oh, I got a new watch.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about that real quick. Because I love it, and it's Valentine's Day, so we're going to talk about things I love instead of things. It's a love day, minus shrinkflation. We don't love that.
No.
We love full-size products. Anyways.
Yes. Including Garmin watches.
Yes.
Full-size products.
So I've been a Fitbit girly forever. I've never had any other smartwatch other than a Fitbit. No. And the Fitbit was bought out by Google, and then Google's like discontinuing Fitbit smartwatches. They only are keeping like the step counters.
Yeah.
Because obviously they have their own smartwatch. And so I've noticed the app has been kind of glitchy. Obviously they're not putting money into like updating it. And my watch like wasn't syncing with my phone, and I was like, ugh. Anyway, so I did some research, and my girlfriend actually just got a Garmin at Christmas, and she showed me how much she loved it, and then I got to like try it on. I got like a less intense version.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I got the Venue 3S, and I love it.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And it's very light. I held it against my Apple Watch. I held them both.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels nice.
It's so light. Like compared to my Fitbit, it's so much lighter. I actually sleep with it because it does. My other Fitbit tracked my sleep, but it was just so bulky and like I just didn't want to have it on. This I like barely can tell I even have it on.
And how long does the battery last for?
Like 12 days or something crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I charged it like 3 days ago. It's at 79%.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it tracks everything. Like you just like say you're on a treadmill and it'll track it.
Yeah.
Like it's just like my Fitbit. And that's the thing. There was like it is more expensive. I use my points for it, so
yeah.
But it is more expensive. But I it's crazy how the Fitbit was like cheap compared to like some of these Garmin options, and actually had a little bit more features than what the Garmin options. You know. Anyways. Maybe that's like a shrinkflation.
Oh my god. Like, it touches everywhere.
Yeah.
There's nowhere it's not going to reach.
Yeah.
Which is so sad and unfortunate.
But anyways, if you're interested in a new smartwatch, check out the Garmin Venue 3S. You know me, I research things like crazy.
Yes.
And I am loving it. So, yeah.
My next watch will be a Garmin, I think. I know I have a few friends who also have Garmin, and they love it. So,
yeah.
I did just, I think, last year purchase a new Apple Watch, because mine was, by the way, 6 years old. Like, it did its time, but then I accidentally smashed it.
Oh.
It was inoperable. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you have a screen protector on yours?
No.
Okay.
I have nothing.
I just put a screen protector on mine. I didn't have it on my Fitbit, but it was like hard. Like it was, but I've noticed some people have said that they've scratched up their Garmin. So
yeah, wear and tear, right?
Yeah, so I got just a little cover for it.
I feel like the screen protectors on Apple Watches are too bulky and ugly.
Yeah, this one's not a glass one. It's just like a little film.
Yeah,
just enough to like not get scuffs.
I should, but
yeah,
here we are.
Yeah.
Anyway,
shall we get into Valentine's Day?
Let's get into it.
Do we love it or hate it?
Well, first of all, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine.
Valentine's Day, but
I think it's Galentine's Day today.
It is Galentine's Day.
Happy Galentine's Day.
Give me a hug.
This is awkward.
Well, I personally now I like it. I think it's nice. I think things have changed throughout the years.
Yes.
So like if we go back to like grade school, do you remember handing out those little Valentines?
Yes.
Writing, like you go purchase, it's like $2 per Valentine, and then they go hand them out in class, which is also kind of messed up because it's like if you don't get one, you're a loser.
None for you, Gretchen Wieners.
None for you, Gretchen Wieners, exactly. And that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But
candy grams, is that what they were called?
Is that what I think so.
I think we called them candy grams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird time.
There's a lot of expectation with that. And I think that's the one thing I'll say about Valentine's Day. There's expectation. And when there's expectation, there's always chance for disappointment.
Yeah.
So
it starts young, obviously.
Yeah. Especially like in high school when you're like awkward and like maybe you're dating someone, you're like, oh my god, like I'm gonna get a candygram, and then it doesn't show up and you're like,
yeah. And then you're like embarrassed when like someone next to you gets one and you don't.
Yeah.
Or someone gets like 5 of them. Yeah. I'm like, from who? Did you send these to yourself?
Probably. And like maybe we should have done that.
I should have done that.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I think that's not so terrible. Like back in the day, the worst thing that happened was someone beside you in class got it and then you move on in lunchtime or whatever. Yeah. Nowadays with social media, it's like shoved down your throat. Yeah. Like if Valentine's Day is like a hard day for you, you like can't go on Instagram for the day. Because everyone's posting the bouquet of flowers they got. Yeah. They're posting mushy things about their partner.
Which is half this stuff fake anyway.
I mean...
Because, like, what if I just bought myself a bouquet of roses and like, oh, my secret admirer sent these?
Yeah, you could. You very well could. And just, like, where TikTok and, like, Instagram is nowadays, it's a high chance that it is. Because it's all for, like, the views and stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, back in the day, like, yeah, it was kind of shitty when... you didn't get something on Valentine's Day.
But so wonderful when you did.
So wonderful.
Okay, guys, I remember, I don't know what grade I was in. I was so young. I had a crush on one of my brother's friends. He's 2 years older.
Oh.
Ooh. And I had this big crush on him, and I think, like, for a minute he had a crush on me, too. Ooh. We were, like, grade 4. Like, it was, like, so innocent. Okay. And he sent me a candygram.
Really?
Yes! And I was like, I died inside.
What did your brother say? Did he find out?
I literally don't remember. It was so nothing.
Oh my god.
We were so young. But
That
I was like,
so
oh,
cute.
and I, like, was so excited with my, like, telling my girlfriends about it.
Oh my god, that is so cute.
Yeah.
That made me think of course it's an awkward, embarrassing story for me.
Always. I love it. Tell us.
But when you said, like, a crush on your brother's friend. Yeah. So I remember being at my girlfriend's house, and she had an older brother. And I kind of had a crush on him. But, like, he also had his friend over. Like, they were both, like, just... I couldn't even tell you what they look like nowadays. Yeah. They were just, like, older boys, and you were like, ooh.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was, like, crushing on them hard, and I was, like, flirting with them. I remember I was in the kitchen. I was, like, kind of flirting with them, which I thought was flirting. Yeah. And
you were like, hi.
I think I was, like, making fun of them. That was, like, my way of, like, flirting. Yeah. So I was, like, flirting with them. And then I had to go to the bathroom. So I, like, walk around the corner. The bathroom was, like, far enough away from the kitchen that, like, no one was hearing anything. So I go to the bathroom. Toilet doesn't flush. Yes, and I did. This is probably why I don't do number 2 outside of my house anymore. Oh. Because I took a chance that day and it was bad. It backfired. So it doesn't flush. And so I'm like, oh my god. And like I had overflown a toilet before trying to just continuously flush it. So then I panicked and I was like, what am I going to do? So I go out into the kitchen And I like kind of whisper in my friend's ear, I'm like, come help me. And she was like, what? And I was like, come help me. And so then she's like, weird. And so I get her away from the boys and I'm like, look, I can't flush it. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. We were like 12 maybe.
Right.
And so I was like,
it's like the most mortifying thing in your life at that time.
And she's like, I don't know what to do. And then immediately goes, so-and-so, like shouts her brother's name. Dead.
Stop.
Dead. And so then he comes in and she is like, look
at this big deuce.
Yeah. I was so ashamed. He had to use the plunger and unclog the toilet. You know how that goes. So embarrassing.
Wait, I'm sorry. There was a plunger right there and you guys didn't think to use it?
No, I think he had to go downstairs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair. Oh,
but
that's
like,
mortifying.
You'd have to walk past them with the plunger. Like, they wouldn't know what was going on.
That's
At least
it
didn't overflow. But yeah, that was terrible. We hid in the basement after that. I was like, I can't show my face. Oh, this is embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing.
So cute that your crush on your brother's friend led to a candygram.
Yeah. So that makes one of us.
Mine didn't lead to a candygram at all.
That had a good experience. It was a different kind of gram for him.
Oh my god.
Chocolate gram.
Ew.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. I will say, with the whole expectation thing, when I was in high school, I was dating a boy. That pause was because I was drinking, not because I was confused if I was dating a boy or not.
It's actually Shannon's first time drinking. She spilled it all over herself.
Don't tell them. Okay, so I was dating a guy, and I was like really stressed about like what I was gonna get him for Valentine's Day. And my girlfriend, she was dating his best friend.
Okay.
Fun. That's always a fun time. Would recommend.
Always.
So then we were like, what are we gonna get him? So we go out together and we get them matching gifts. It was like silk boxers that had hearts on them.
Oh, okay.
I know. Ooh,
sexy.
Fun.
Wow.
It's like man lingerie.
Yeah.
And I was doing that in grade 9.
Oh my god. Mom, don't listen.
Oh my god.
Trigger warning.
I had no idea what was going on. Anyways, so, and like chocolates. I don't know, we got like a couple of things. I think we literally went to Giant Tiger and just bought random stuff and put it in. But we put thought into it. And so, I gifted it to him, and I remember him opening it and just being like, oh, like, wasn't jazzed at all.
Oh.
And I, like, kind of internalized that, and I was like, because this was, like, my first time buying, like, an actual gift for a guy on Valentine's Day, and I was like, oh my god, he hates it, like, and I was so proud of myself when I got it, and then also, this is the comparison thing, my girlfriend who gave it to the other guy, he loved it.
Oh.
So then I was like, oh.
That guy sucks.
So then I was like, he just doesn't like me. You know, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was, like, really upset by it. And then I cried about it. And I'm not a big crier, even though I'm a Cancer. I did cry about that. I was really upset about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I came home from school, like, I think it was on Valentine's Day. Yes, it was. So I gifted it to him, like, whenever we hung out before Valentine's. Mm-hmm. And I'm, like, kind of sad it's Valentine's Day. He didn't really, like, do anything at school. And, no, he didn't come to school. He called in sick that day. He called in sick to school that day. So it was a shitty day, and I was really sad because everyone had their boyfriend, and I didn't. And he called in sick. Whatever. So I was like, this man actually hates me.
Yeah.
It's all adding up.
Shannon.
I walk in, and there is a huge bouquet of flowers and a teddy bear and a card. And it's from him.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
That was very thoughtful.
But why didn't he like your gift?
I don't know. It bothered me even after the flowers.
I'm bothered now.
Yeah. The first time I drank, which was like maybe like a couple months later, I cried because it was the first time I drank, I got emotional and I cried to the girls about it. I was like, you didn't like my gift. Yeah.
Did you ever ask him?
No.
Right.
We broke up. What, communication?
No.
Get out of here. But yeah, that was like my first real buying a gift for a guy on Valentine's Day. I don't think I've purchased a gift since. No.
I don't. Okay, so this is
trauma.
These are my thoughts on Valentine's Day gift giving. I don't believe in that. I think Valentine's Day, I mean, we'll get into it, but let's get into it. Yeah, let's get into it. I think that Valentine's Day is lovely, and I really enjoy it, and I think it's a beautiful time to, like, put that time aside and spend it with your partner and do something beautiful for the two of you. Mm-hmm. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
But I think, especially with today's society, it's gone a little far.
Totally.
It's gone a little much, and I don't believe in like gift giving for Valentine's Day.
More like just spend time together.
Yeah, go make dinner, go out for a dinner, like do something that you guys want to do together.
Right. Do
that together and enjoy each other's company. I
think that's nice. I still want flowers. I love flowers.
Yeah, I think flowers are nice.
And it's low effort, guys.
Yes.
I buy them at the grocery store when I'm shopping for groceries. Like it's pretty low effort.
I agree. Sorry, I don't consider flowers a gift. Flowers are just like, flowers are flowers.
Okay. They're a gift.
Yeah?
Why are they not a gift?
People are buying each other like bracelets and shit.
Oh, yeah, but flowers are still a gift. They're just probably on the lower tier of what people expect.
Okay, sure. I would say, flowers. I'm good with flowers.
Yeah.
Maybe a little chocolate.
Well, is chocolate a gift?
Is chocolate a gift? I don't know.
Yeah, like flowers and chocolate, of course. That is...
Or maybe if we got like a sweet that we really enjoy together and then we can dive in.
Yeah, like get a cake.
Get a cake. What are we doing with a little bit of chocolate?
Yeah.
The full cake.
Yeah, like don't tease me.
Exactly.
Get me the cake so we can fully indulge.
Yes.
Yes. And then I'll have a little tummy ache and it'll ruin the rest of the night. Maybe don't get the cake. Just the flowers.
Just the flowers. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think now. I'm just like, I really want to enjoy a nice time with my partner, like whatever that looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you ever buy gifts for partners in the past?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember.
So you were a receiver, not a giver.
Oh.
That's okay. I admitted I haven't either.
I bought flowers.
Right.
For sure.
For Valentine's Day, or you're just saying in general?
I think in general, but like for Valentine's Day, I think, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember, but I remember like planning something, like always doing something.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it is kind of like a money grab on the Hallmark side.
Yeah, and that's the thing about flowers too. I don't want they up the price on them, and like you
and
always
there's less flowers.
Yeah, like even at the grocery store. On Valentine's Day, there's just a long line of men at the flower part, just trying to buy whatever scraps are left. Well, so I don't want you breaking the bank. So just maybe buy flowers the week of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I looked up a couple of things.
Yes, Valentine's Day in Canada, right?
Yes, okay. And by look up, I mean I asked ChatGPT.
That's how we do it on this.
That's how we do it. So that's where this information is coming from. Okay, but they are Canadian stats. Okay, so spending. Let's talk about money, okay? Mm-hmm. Canadians are expected to spend around $1 billion on Valentine's Day gifts, cards, and celebrations. And that's from 2023. Oh so we can assume maybe it's like the same or a little bit more. The average Canadian...
Wait. How many people are in Canada? What's our population? You continue. I'm going to look that up.
Okay. And then the average Canadian spends about $100 to $150 on Valentine's Day gifts. And I get it. Like, flowers can be pretty expensive.
They are on Valentine's Day.
I think and they up the price. Same with if you add the word wedding to anything.
Yeah.
Things are just exponentially increased on the prices. And then flowers and chocolates are the most popular gifts in Canada. Okay, so I guess ChatGPT considers these gifts.
Yeah.
And so shall I. About 40% of people buy flowers and 30% buy chocolates for their partners. And then 15 million Valentine's Day cards are exchanged in Canada each year. And I'll tell you one thing, I love cards. I think cards are so nice. I love a good card for any holiday, birthday, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But I like to write something sentimental in the middle.
Yeah, don't just get a card and put your name in it.
Yeah.
I'd rather no card.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to do that.
Yeah, I think
get a blank one.
Exactly.
Make yourself write something.
It's so nice. Actually, my aunt, she makes her own cards. They're absolutely beautiful.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's so cool. Anyway, you don't have to make your own cards.
No.
I'm not creative.
No.
You probably could.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Yeah. And it's fun. Oh my gosh, I love going to a store and standing there and reading all the cards and laughing and
having the best time.
Having a ball.
So we have 40 million people in Canada. And so you're saying we're spending $1 billion?
In 2023.
We spent $1 billion.
Around $1 billion with a B.
40 million people spent $1 billion. That's crazy.
That's a lot of hard-earned monies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think for me, it's a lot about the thought. Like, it truly is the thought that counts. And I think as we get older, we think that more.
Yes.
Right? I think when you're younger, maybe a lot of people are more materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, if I don't have this.
But I think too, with social media, we've stayed a little bit more on the buying side. Because everyone's flaunting it. It makes you feel like you want to be a part of that, and you want to have that. So it messes up your expectations. So like you see all that and you're like, well, how come my husband didn't do that for me?
Yeah, because if you're scrolling and you're seeing everybody getting a gift or having their partner spend that much time on you or effort or money, then you're like, oh,
why not me? And then it makes you feel like your relationship isn't as worthy or as important, which is a lie.
It's a lie. Yeah. Yeah, completely.
So I think it just teach their own. Like, if love languages, like if your love language is gift giving,
right?
Like, maybe gifts isn't so weird.
Yeah, that's not mine.
If yours is quality time, then it makes sense that you want to just go and spend time together.
Yeah.
Or make a dinner, like, and sit in your sweats and watch Love Island.
That sounds phenomenal.
Which is what we will probably do tomorrow.
Exactly. So let's talk about what we're doing tomorrow for a second. Yeah. So my girlfriend's away. Mm-hmm. She decided, I don't want to be with you on Valentine's Day.
Rude.
I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. She is gone, but
but not for that reason.
No, she's on another ski trip that I couldn't attend because I don't have the time off. Poor me. So,
but instead you get to hang out with me.
We'll have Valentine's Day.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, it's Valentine's Day today.
You're right. We'll have 2 Valentine's Days.
I do love a good Valentine's Day. I think that was really fun. What was that? Parks and Rec that came up with that?
I literally have no idea.
I think it was Parks and Rec. From Parks and Rec, from a show. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I've really enjoyed kind of making that a thing. And it's just like kind of putting effort into your female friendships.
I love that. Yeah. It's so nice.
Yeah, and just like appreciating each other.
I think a couple years ago, you had invited a whole bunch of people over. Mm-hmm. And we had a beautiful Valentine's Day at our house. Yeah. And it was so much fun.
It was so much fun. I mean, hanging out with the girls is always so much fun.
And having an excuse to hang out with the girls is always great. It's just another excuse.
Exactly.
Let's have a little wine night.
Can we say this on the pod? I think we did a quiz.
We did.
Where we put it up on the TV and we had to guess if the boobs were real or fake. Yeah. Emma nailed it. I nailed it. She's so good at it. Yeah. When we watch Love Island, I'm like, wait, are her boobs fake? And she's like, yes, Shannon.
I'm like, Shannon, they are balls. Like, they are round bowling balls. Yes, they're fake.
Yeah. I'm bad at spotting it.
Getting better.
Yeah.
Getting better.
Because I'll say, those are, right? Yeah. And then you go, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
I love it.
You love winning things.
You're right.
Yeah.
I won. That was so fun.
Yeah. Oh my god. Let's talk about we talked about money spending.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so uncomfortable. Sorry.
Let's talk about
the movies, Valentine's movies.
Yeah.
We wanted to discuss that a bit.
Yeah. I love a good Hallmark movie. But some of these Valentine's ones, I mean, they're a little bit much.
Yeah, they're just as bad as Love Island.
And I think what they do is they teach us bad life, what am I trying to say?
I don't know. Choices? What do you mean?
Not choices. They show us things that are not real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, they show this, like, love push and pull, like, crazy thing. And then eventually he, like, comes to the door on Valentine's Day and it's so perfect. And it's just like, A, why do we want that relationship in the first place? Yeah. And B, life's hard. Like, it's not like that.
Well, yeah. again, like, we could talk about movies like Disney and stuff and how that's destroyed how we see love and relationships. But yeah, the Hallmarks are a bit rough.
Yeah.
But the Hallmarks, they have, like, rules. Did you know that?
No.
There's, like, they have rules, like, how often they're allowed to kiss on screen in a movie. Yeah, like, they have, like, all these different, like, rules. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Just be aware that they're working within those rules.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I don't have it. Maybe I'll look it up while you talk.
I feel like... Oh, what am I going to talk about? I'm kidding.
Just vibe.
I feel like I'm going to go watch some Disney stuff and pay attention to that.
Oh my god, Disney. My favorite movie, Beauty and the Beast. She has Stockholm Syndrome.
100% yes.
Yeah.
Honestly...
Yet I would still want to go, because that library was gorgeous. A mansion with a library?
Of course.
Don't have to work anymore? Sign me up.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I can talk to my wardrobe.
There you go.
Never alone.
No. Medication? What's that? Yeah, just quickly on that note, I feel like all these movies, just as we get older, we learn that the male character is always terrible and the female character is always stupid.
Yeah.
And I hate that so much.
Yeah, that is kind of shitty.
The women just play, like, a stupid woman role where she's so helpless. And, like, I think Reese Witherspoon said this. She was, like, filming a movie or producing or whatever the case is. I forget what movie it was. But there was a part in a movie where she played this role and something devastating happened and the woman looked to the man and was like, what do we do? And Reese was like, what do you mean? In what situation?
When do we ever do that?
Does a woman not know what to do?
Yeah.
Like, in an emergency, a woman will do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
We will make it through.
Yeah. I do love that. That was a good speech.
Yeah.
Not yours, Reese's.
Yes. Yeah.
Can we talk about proposals on Valentine's Day and how we feel about them?
Ew. Okay, sorry if any of you have gotten proposed to on Valentine's Day. If that's your jam, that's your jam. But this is our podcast. This is about our opinions. My opinion is ew.
Yeah.
I think it's cliche. And I don't know. I feel like it's not, for me, it's just not that special.
No.
It's like you needed this day to do that.
Yeah. It's giving, I don't know, you don't have an original thought.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like that with all holidays and...
Oh my god, yeah, like Christmas? No. Yeah. Get me a gift.
My birthday? No.
And the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Christmas is kind of lame. You know what? I take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Some people really love Christmas, and that would be like a really magical time. Or they have like a lot of good experiences around Christmas. Fine. But to most dudes, it just seems lazy. And
yeah, if it's your this is anything we're talking about. If it's your jam,
yeah,
that's fine. It's your jam. Do it.
We just don't want to be proposed to on Christmas.
No,
I want a nice Christmas present that you thought about, and you were like, oh, she'll really like this.
Exactly.
The ring and the marriage, yeah, I'll like that. We could do that on another day.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like things that are thoughtful. I think it's nice when thought is put into it. And how extravagant it is up to like your partnership, like whatever you guys like.
But I feel like if you propose on Valentine's Day, it's not giving a lot of thought.
It's a little lazy.
Yeah.
In our opinion.
Yeah. And like we said, you don't need to do big gifts on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So
okay, listen to this stat, guys.
Oh, okay.
So Valentine's Day is a popular day for engagements. Estimated that about 5 to 7% of engagements in Canada occur on February 14th.
Wow. So we should maybe take that back.
I don't take it back.
We have a lot of angry people listening to us.
I still think it's lame, but if you like it, then, I won't yuck your yum for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just won't be me.
No.
But, we're not proposed to either, so. You win some, you lose some.
I mean, yeah. But we're life partners, so it's okay.
We're life partners.
It's okay.
Exactly.
As someone who has been I'd say chronically single on Valentine's Day for most of my adult life, for definitely my 30s. Valentine's Day doesn't really affect me.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not really...
I like that.
Yeah.
How have you felt in the past?
You know what? I think it's because I'm not with someone, there's no expectation.
Right.
So that I'm not disappointed.
But if you go on social media, like, you'll see people posting being like, oh, like, another Valentine's Day where I'm alone.
Oh, they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that one girl.
But, like, they're cool about it. Or they're sad about it.
Well, they're kind of like, this is how I deal with another, like, holiday alone. This is how I deal with, like, another Valentine's Day being single, or, like, another Christmas Day. Whatever.
Right. I say just treat it like any other day.
Yeah. I mean, literally, I forgot February 14th was February 14th last week when we were trying to book our spin class, and I was like, what about the 11th or the 14th?
Yeah, and I was like, don't you guys have partners and, like, plans?
I was like, oh yeah. But again, Catherine's not here.
She's not here. So.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I think being single, yeah, it's a day where maybe you're more aware of your singleness, but I mean, it never really brought me down. Yeah. Personally, it's never really brought me down. But Valentine's Day has never really been a big thing for me in the past anyways.
Yeah. And I think it's nice to, like, celebrate your other relationships too.
Totally. Like, that's why Valentine's Day is great.
Exactly. Or, like, you go to work, you bring, like, some Valentine's Day chocolates.
Yeah. Make everyone's day.
Exactly. It's so fun.
I mean, I'm not going to do that, but I'll eat the chocolate if someone does it.
I might.
That's really kind of you.
I might not, though. We'll see
probably
what the timing has in store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have a question.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dog barking and it's throwing me off.
Can you guys hear that?
I don't know. It is quite loud, though.
It's extremely loud.
Like, he's, like, right there, and he's very angry. The question is gone. No! I do want to say, I know this isn't very Valentine's Day. Well, it's adjacent. So, there are a couple TikTok creators who do dating. That's kind of like their whole shtick, is that they do dating. So it's always them, like, getting ready for dates, and then walking to the dates, and then them reviewing the dates afterwards.
Yeah, I watch those all the time.
Yeah, so Molly Rudder and Danielle Walter, I think, are, like, two of, like, the main ones that show up on my feed.
Yeah, I watch Molly all the time.
Right.
Love her.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have a theory that you shouldn't really, like, love anyone that you don't know. Okay, that sounds really stupid.
I enjoy 90 Day Fiance. I enjoy watching her videos.
Yes, yeah. But, like, we shouldn't idolize people that we don't know. We should idolize people in our own lives that we know. I
agree. And we should, if we want to model ourselves after anybody, model ourselves after people that we know, that we've watched them actually prove over and over that these are values or what they stand by. We can fact check. Yes. So, there's been some stuff going around on TikTok saying that Molly and Danielle are possibly going to fake dates. That is crazy. Like, doing their get ready with me, going out, sitting in a bar by themselves, and then it usually cuts. Like, they don't show the man, obviously. Well, of course. Right? Which makes sense that you wouldn't. And then they do the review afterwards, like, oh, it was really great, or oh, it was terrible. And that makes sense because, like, both of them, it's their full-time job as creators. Yeah. Molly, I think, was a teacher and quit it to full-time do this. Yeah. And her shtick is dating. You can't get that many dates. But, like, what's going to happen when she finds a partner? Does she have a partner? That's, like, a whole other thing. Valid question. Maybe one of them has a partner in the background. And they're just faking these dates. I don't know. Anyways, it's just another reminder, like, don't believe everything you see. Most people are just watching TikTok and Instagram now and getting all their information from there. So and just be careful. Yourselves. Yeah, like, don't compare yourself. And that's the other thing. Like, you know, if you're on dating apps and you're watching these creators go on, like, 3 dates a week, you're like, what is wrong with me? Right. How do you have the energy for that? You wouldn't. Where's the time? Yeah. So, don't get down about it. Yeah. Because
a lot of these creators are just making content and doing what they need to do to make content in order to make money. Like, this is their job.
Yeah. It's so sad because she seems so genuine. Like, I really do enjoy her videos.
Right.
And
Are you talking about Molly?
Yes.
Do you not know the controversy with her? With her black eye video?
Wait, no, I'm talking about the brown hair one.
Oh, you're talking about Danielle.
Oh, Danielle. Is that her name?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know these people's names. I just watch their videos.
Yeah. Molly.
Sorry, I like the brown-haired girl.
They're both brown-haired.
Oh, but you know which one I'm talking
Long
about.
brown hair? Is Danielle.
Brown hair.
Short brown hair is Molly.
Long brown hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So short brown hair is Molly, and she put out this video. I feel like it was in October. It was around like Halloween. And it's very clickbaity. And do you remember like, what was that site that always had like clickbait stuff when we were like in college? And it was like, do this quiz, or, you know, like so-and-so did this, and then you have to click it to like see it. And YouTube did this a lot. And
it was like
always
on Facebook.
Yeah, like... and it was never what the title said.
Yeah.
It was always like way less.
Yeah.
So people on TikTok are starting to do that kind of stuff. So, and I don't mean starting, they've been doing it. So Molly posted this video, and it was just her, and she's kind of covering a bit of her face, and there's flashing red and blue lights, which is like indicating like police or ambulance or whatever. And she's covering her face, but you can see she's got a black eye, and then she pulls her hand away and she's got a split lip, and it was like, get ready with me while I go to my date from hell. And
so she had already like filmed it beforehand,
right? Like it was like the opening thing, and then was gonna jump back. So she got in a lot of trouble for that, because she was trying to like insinuate like a bad date. She's got a black eye. Like obviously people are gonna think she got beat up. Like domestic violence is not something to kind of like, you know, make fun of or like try and profit off of if it's not real kind of thing, right? So she got a lot of flack for that, and then she kind of half-assed apologized for it. But these are the people that we're watching and consuming, and it is their job to create this, and they need the views and all that kind of stuff. So like they're gonna go to any extent they need to in order to do it.
Especially because like TikTok was shutting down for a little bit. They're like, I gotta make money.
Yeah.
And it is their source of income.
Yeah. That wasn't Molly's excuse, because this was in October, but last year. But no, I agree.
And on that note, I this morning, guys, decided that I didn't want to spend an hour lollygagging, and this is completely off topic, by the way. Lollygagging and just
Emma just wants to talk about herself again.
I'm just saying, we have to be careful what we're consuming.
Oh,
and I
right,
feel like
okay.
I've been consuming so much TikTok, as you guys know. Not that it can't be beneficial, but like sometimes, God, we just need a break.
Yes.
And so this morning, I made the conscious decision. I was like, I'm not going to scroll. I'm just going to read my book.
Yeah, that's good.
And I read a chapter of my book, and it was beautiful. It's like a great book. I was
wondering what you were doing in there, because your door was open a crack, and usually then I can hear like the like you scrolling through things.
Oh, you can? Yeah.
But it was silent, and I was like, does she fall back asleep? What's happening?
I was reading.
Aw,
Go
that's
me.
Cute. Go you.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm reading A Court of Mist and Fury.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
It's so good.
Wait. Is that the second one?
It's the second one.
I've been waiting for you.
It's so good.
Where are you at?
I'm like 72% through it.
I don't know. I mean, like, where? Oh, like, what's happening?
What's happening? So, you know, they have that...
Stop listening right now if you haven't read this. Continue.
Yes, exactly. We'll tell you when you can start listening again. I don't know how you know if you're not listening. Okay, so they are in Valeris.
Yes.
And it's right before they're going to, like, do something else. And they have, like, the stars coming at night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone needs to get past the first book.
I thought the first book was
good. First book was great. But, like, the second
book is, like, guys, I'm not even kidding. You can't put it down. Like, no. And the way she ends... is it a she or he that writes it? I just assumed it was a she. Okay.
Sarah J. Maas or something, right? Yeah.
So the way she ends her chapters, it's like, you have to keep reading.
Yeah.
There's no
it's
other
like a television series. You're like, cliffhanger.
Exactly.
Next, binge this book.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. It's really good. And so...
I love him.
I was kind of concerned at the beginning because...
Wait, how do you say his name? How do you pronounce his name? This isn't a trick question. I just, like, all of these, like, fairy names and books, like, they're always, like, a crazy name. And so in my head, I'm saying a name.
Right.
And then you'll see... Then I'll, like, watch, like, the the author talking about the characters, and I'm like, oh, I've been saying the name
I'm
wrong.
blanking on his name. Can you spell it?
Rysand.
Oh, Rysand, yeah. But then I call it Reese for like the short form.
Same, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what's correct.
It's definitely not Rysand.
I don't know.
Rysand.
And then, is it
Rysand.
Cassian? Cassian. What's the other one's name? I haven't read this in a long time. It's like an A.
Yeah. There's a couple, Amren, or like...
Oh, Amren, yeah.
Amren. And...
Is it Azoril?
Azriel?
Azriel,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, we say those the same.
Yeah, I think we must be right then. It is, like, devastating, though, when, like, you have the character name, and then, say you listen to the audiobook.
Yeah.
Or you hear someone, and you're like, oh, I've been saying that wrong.
Yeah. I think there was one recently. I can't think of it, but I was definitely saying it wrong. I think what got me...
Feyre?
It's Feyre. But they say it... I had no idea, because we were talking about fairies, and then Feyre, and I was like, what? I was like, is she... Like,
is she a fairy?
What are we talking about? And then at the very beginning of, I think, the first book, or the first book, they actually wrote it out, like, Feyre.
Oh,
they did.
Yes,
because, like, someone was trying to, like, say it or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. But I was a little bit concerned at the beginning of this second book, because I was like, I haven't really done a read 1, 2, 3. Like, I haven't really done a read everything in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if I would need, like, a palate cleanse. You don't.
No, you don't.
Just for everybody listening.
I might just, like, reread it again, because that was a good book.
So good. So I'm probably going to have to just go into the next one.
You know what was fun? So I went back and I listened to the dramatized version of A Court of Thorns.
And Roses.
Yes, that one. The first book. So I did the re-listen of it, and when it came to, like, Rysand, like, when he crops up, because at first you're kind of like, who is this guy?
Right.
The whole time I was like, oh my god, I know where this is going. It was so fun, like, the second time. I was like, and, like, also hating Tamlin. Tamlin. Yeah. Hating him the second time through, when the first time you, like him.
Beauty and the Beast. To not like him.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But Beauty and the Beast, like I said, is my favorite Disney movie. And this is a, like a fanfic sort of Beauty and the Beast.
Literally Stockholm.
Yeah. So, it was interesting.
I
like Tamlin's friend.
Oh,
he's hot.
Oh gosh, what's his name? I just read it.
I don't know. I want them to make it into a movie because I want to see them try and make these masks look sexy.
I picture them all like hunky pieces of meat. They're all hot.
Yeah. But, like, they have these stupid masks on their face. Like, how are they going to do these scenes? Because when I'm reading it, I'm not really picturing the mask. Unless she's mentioning the mask, I'm not really picturing it. Because I'm like, I can't.
But I'm like, you can definitely see through a mask to see somebody's face enough.
Yeah.
To know if they're hot or not.
Yeah. I do like, you were talking about it because you were reading the first book when you were like, oh, when he, like, smells her at that thing and then comes back and finds her in the mansion.
Oh my god.
That was a good scene. That was a good
scene.
We still hate him, but, like, that was a good scene.
That was a good scene. Yes. I can't wait for Feyre and Rysand to get it on.
Oh, they haven't yet?
They haven't.
Oh.
They've had so many, like...
I love a good slow burn, though.
Oh, it's such a slow burn. And right from the beginning, when she, like, even met him in the first book, going under the mountain...
Yes.
Or not under the mountain, like, going to that party.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
she's, like,
who's
on
this
his
hot
lap?
man that, like, everyone respects? I'm like, Anyway, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And that's on the topic of love.
Yeah. If you are single for Valentine's Day tomorrow, read A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Exactly.
Or skip to the second book. No, you gotta read the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you will find love there.
Yes, exactly. And I think that solves Valentine's Day.
I think we solved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do you with whatever you like.
Yeah.
We'll have our opinions about it.
Mm-hmm. And if you're dating me and listening, buy me flowers.
Also, Catherine, buy me flowers.
Oh no, I ugly sorted. I don't think I get flowers now.
Okay, so you guys can find us at The Girly Hour on Instagram. This is also filmed, so if you want to see the glory that is us.
We're really sweaty for some reason.
I'm so sweaty. It's the
this
whole...
light is a lot.
It's the whole shrinkflation thing. It just got me going from the beginning. You can find us on YouTube at The Girly Hour as well. Yes. Take a peek. And
we are creating a TikTok, so you should be able to find us on TikTok. at the point of us posting this.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Let's hope.
If we don't have anything posted, still follow us so that you can get our first post.
Exactly. So please like, follow, subscribe, and share.
Mm-hmm.
Do it now. Make your friends do it.
Yes.
And we hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day with your girlies, with your partner, with your family, whoever
with
you're
yourself.
choosing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever you're choosing to spend it with.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And until next week,
problem solved.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You did it.
Looked at me and I looked at the camera.